In over 20 years of working with type 2 diabetics, the most common question that I get is, what is the number one supplement to take to lower sugars? And today we're going to be discussing actually 3 that are commonly known to help lower sugars, and we'll be identifying the number one supplement that you can start taking right now to help lower your sugars if your focus is to really start reducing your sugars dramatically, and what the science shows is the best outcome. So let's jump into this. There's 3 common ones that are commonly in the research that have shown to help lower sugar. One of them is called Gymnema sylvestre. Some of you may have heard that, maybe not, but it's a very common one, and oftentimes is in a lot of the blends that you currently take in your products that have for lowering blood sugar. The second one that we see is chromium. Chromium is another one that has been shown very positively to help lower sugar very rapidly when you're taking this on a regular basis. And number 3 is berberine. Now, berberine has other benefits as well, but benefits that we've seen through the science in regards to lowering sugar, berberine is a very common one that we see as well. Now, all 3 of these will actually help you lower your sugar. But there's one of these on the list here that has had the best outcome of lowering sugars very dramatically and consistently, and even lowering A1C of upwards of 1 percentage point. So if you have an A1C of a 7, it can lower it down to even like a 6% on the A1C avenue. Now, none of these will actually have the same type of responses as the traditional pharmaceutical medications that many of you are taking, like metformin, glipizide, Ozempic, etc. There's tons of them out there. You're never going to run out. There's lots of options for reducing sugars by using pharmaceutical drugs, and those are going to be the most powerful. But a lot of individuals that I talk to, they're looking for more of a holistic avenue. You know, is there a way that I can start lowering my sugars and maybe be able to start lowering some of my medications? And these are the top 3 that I typically recommend. But which one on the research side has shown to be the most positive, has shown to be the best beneficial one that we see in the market? Well, before we go over that, what I want to do is introduce you to one thing first. Because if you have not taken the time yet to download my guide here, which is packed full of amazing information of what you can start doing to not only lower your sugars, but actually start reversing your type 2 diabetes, then you're missing out. So make sure you take the time, pause this video, click that link, download the guide. Trust me, it'll help you. So back to the scenario we have here. The number one supplement that we have seen through science, this is just not what I'm saying. This is not what I've seen through our patients and case studies. The science is very clear. The number one that you can take right now is berberine. Berberine, as I mentioned before, has been shown through the science to actually not only lower sugars, sustain sugars, but it's actually been shown to actually lower your A1C of upwards to 1 percentage point. That's a massive amount of lowering, especially if you're someone that's kind of been lingering between that 6.5 or below that pre-diabetes range. As a reminder, the pre-diabetes range is 5.7 to 6.4. So if you're in that range right now and you've been diagnosed with pre-diabetes, trust me, take this seriously, because that's an indication that the snowball is coming. The disease has already started. You just haven't had enough of the cells that are damaged, increasing your sugars above that 6.5. But by taking berberine in that pre-diabetes state, it may prevent you from progressing potentially. At least it'll help lower those sugars until you're ready to start looking for the underlying mechanism that's driving this. So at this point, what we know about diabetes and holistic healthcare practitioners and protocols is the number one supplement you can take for high sugars to lower your sugars is berberine. All right? Now here's the thing. If you're looking for more than just trying to lower your sugars, if you're looking for an actual solution, a customized solution to your specific needs that is addressing your specific cause of your diabetes, make sure you watch this video right here, because I go into much more depth about specifically how we help individuals, what type of tests we run, how we create customized solutions, the specifics of what we do, which everything we do is more holistic, if you can tell. And this is how we're helping individuals go from true diabetic to non-diabetic. We have a very high percentage of reversing diabetes. So make sure you watch that video. I'll talk to you soon.